pagi! It's 7:40 a.m. here in Canggu, and we're on our way to Ubud for an eco cycling tour where we're gonna take a look at the rice paddies and some of the natural scenery in Ubud. So this should be really exciting. This is the main reason why I'm so excited about this trip. Let's see how it goes. So we finally reached. Unfortunately, I did sleep like a log in the bus just because we woke up at 6 for breakfast. But we did pass by Ubud on the way to reach to the summit of our eco cycling tour. And so from there we'll be going downhill. Right now we're gonna have breakfast in a restaurant called The Lookout, which is really in front of a volcano, an active volcano, in the little town of, it's called Tampaksiring. And so far it's so beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's breathtaking. But the interesting thing about it is that the volcano actually erupted in 2000. So right now they've taken a lot of measures to kind of, make sure that if anything happens, they evacuate the civilians as soon as possible. After we have the breakfast up on top, we're going to have some kopi, which is Kopi Luwak, if you ever heard of it from the bucket list, Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson. It's basically an animal called the civet, or the luwak they call in Indonesia, that basically consumes a bean, chooses the best bean that they could consume, and then afterwards what happens is that there's an enzyme that the civet already has, and what it does is it goes through a biochemical process after swallowing the bean, and then basically it comes out of the other end, and they call it here cappuccino. So we're going to be going through that, and we're going to learn about all the things that, how it happens, what is the process, and how they basically clean out the bean. And then if I'm brave enough, I'll probably have some. So right now we're just going up to have some breakfast. This is the restaurant. Everyone take a look. So this is the volcano after we went up on the breakfast restaurant. Then if we just walk a little, take a look at this view, absolutely breathtaking. God, wow, oh my God. We're literally up in the clouds right now.
Our restaurant located on a Penlokan village. So in Bali language, Penlokan also has a meaning, and the meaning is look up to the volcano. So it's quite easy to give some name in Bali.
Time for cappuccino! So we finally reached the Oka Agriculture Plantation. This is really the area. And then basically the beans are up on that tree right there. Let me show you.
And I will try to get milk.
Alright, so this is where we start our Kopi tour. Is that the cocoa bean?
Exactly.
Yay!
So this is a cacao tree, and this is the fruit. And actually in Bali we have two types of cacao, red
Kopi.
cacao and also green cacao. So for red cacao, that's good for making dark chocolate. And the green one, like the one hanging here, that's good for making creamy chocolate.
We're finally here to see the star of the show, the coffee maker. It's a nocturnal animal, so basically sleep all day and awake all night. And that's when they make the coffee. Well, they poo the coffee. This is it. Don't know if you can see it, but this is as close as I can get. And then afterwards, what happens is there's someone who's called the poo hunter. This is basically the person who looks for their, and tries to pick out, the fermented beans from them. Interesting, huh? Those are the roasted kopi beans, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So this is what they make the coffee out of.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Can smell the aroma.
This is
Yeah.
It's like 100%
Smells
coffee.
iffy.
Yeah, it's nice one.
How much is this for?
Not sure, but
So this is where the beans are pounded. Apparently it takes more than an hour to get them finely ground. So now they're basically serving us different types of tea and coffee, except for the Kopi Luwak, which is the one we need to pay for because, well, this is why we're here. We're actually going through a tea and coffee tasting session.
With the picture.
I'm gonna try one of them right now.
For 50,000 rupiah. This is lekker. Do you want to try some?
Oh my god, this is delicious. Oh, there it is.
Coconut coffee.
Lekker, Mark. Dit zou je echt moeten proeven eigenlijk.
XL.
This is the Kopi Luwak coffee, which costs about
That's a process they make luwak
50.
coffee.
What is that?
So that's a process how they make
Oh,
luwak
okay,
coffee here.
okay.
So later on, the water will be pumped up and mixed with the powder at the top here. And when we
Alright.
take out the
Pure Bali
light,
cacao, like
the water
don't you
will be goes down and lift the powder up here. It's like a pure luwak coffee you can drink
Nice, wow.
and lift the powder up.
Ja, ik vind die andere lekker.
Brilliant.
Dit vind ik een beetje water.
Yummy in my tummy. Moment of truth. So this is the Kopi Luwak coffee, and I'm gonna try it first sip.
Allemaal?
That kind of eggplant.
Should I have it?
Yes.
Ja, allemaal.
Should I have it?
Yeah, I'm still familiar with eggplant, but actually you can't eat that eggplant.
Lemongrass tea.
It's just for
I shouldn't.
decoration.
Ja, lemongrass tea is
Tastes
echt
like
een
coffee.
aanrader, hè?
Like,
The taste is nice, sweet. And
coffee.
lemongrass actually
There's
I'm not
definitely
super
nothing to
familiar
worry
with
about
it.
other than the process. I mean, the process is pretty, but
Die ginger was
I think
heel
it's fine for the most part, and it tastes quite good for coffee. So, oh well, Kopi Luwak off the bucket list. All right, so we've officially bought our Kopi Plantation souvenirs. So I got like Balinese cocoa and ginseng tea, as well as ginger tea, because it gives you that kick, that burn at the end of it. It's really good. And now we're off to the real adventure, where we'll be riding bikes down a hill. So let's hope nobody breaks a neck. And I'm talking about me. So we're here. Finally, this is the last stop. Well, not the last stop. I think the stop before the last, but this is basically where our journey starts. And we're here to get the bicycle. I have the hideous headpiece on my head, and I'm gonna mount it, and then we'll go off on an adventure in Tampaksiring. Why do you keep forgetting that? So here are bikes. Probably not gonna. You should totally put a helmet for protection, and at the same time there's something that the driver Diwa told us, that basically Balinese dogs sleep in the streets. So in order, unfortunately they don't actually speak English, so in order to wake them up you just say chick chick. So I'm gonna be saying chick chick all the time because they're all over the place. Anyway guys, wish me a safe trip.
You know your circus tent is falling in on itself, on itself. You took the money and a net of safety for yourself, for yourself. Yeah, there is no other way. We don't need you and
We've just arrived from our biking trip onto an Indonesian house, and right now we're gonna go and visit them and take a look at what's happening inside, how they actually live, how do they eat, everything. Here we go. Let's go and enter.
1, 2, 3. Sikut mean basement and Satak mean 200 meters.
This is a traditional
And
Indonesian
every
house.
compound in Bali will be held because we believe north and east direction. That's a holy direction in Bali. North point up to the mountain, our god leaping. We believe in Bali, our god stay in the mountain, and east is symbolizing of sunrise coming up, first light. That's why we put our holy place in the northeast direction.
Our tour guide just told us that this house is especially dedicated to the eldest in the family. So let's say the grandparents or the grandfather or the grandmother, and it's much higher in terms of structure than the other buildings. So you can see that the steps, and you can see in comparison that it's not as high as the others, and that's out of respect for them. But what our tour guide is actually telling us, that it's a bit difficult for them, simply because older people have to go up the steps, and that could be harder. But technically speaking, this house is a house of respect and a traditional Indonesian home. So as you can see over here, there are shoes. So obviously some people are living here, but they're currently in their workshop out at the back. So we're gonna go take a look right now.
strike it down and dig it up. Yeah.
so that we're done with the traditional Indonesian house, we're off on the bikes again, and let's see where we stop next. So we've just arrived at our next destination, which is the Banyan tree, and this is the tree that influenced the trees in Avatar, the movie. It was a bit of a bumpy road, but I think I survived. All right, here we go. You can see how gigantic the tree is. I'm just going inside. Please bear with me. Oop. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Dark night of your sin is closing in on itself. On itself.
So this is our last stop. We saw the banyan tree and now we've got to go walk around the rice paddies. So we just got to watch our step and then we're going to go up. The tour guide is telling us that if we make a wrong step, then we're gonna get a free mud massage because everything around us is muddy. So I'm gonna watch my step. I trip over nothing. So
Then blame yourself. Yeah, blame yourself. Yeah, there's no other way. We don't need you anymore. Strike it down and dig it up. Yeah, there is a better way. Find harmony.
as you can see from the look on my face, that was incredibly amazing, but at the same time I'm tired as hell. It was really scary in the beginning, but even if you're a person who's a beginner and you're not really used to biking around or cycling around a city or a village with no traffic lights and no bicycle lane, you should totally do this because it's incredible. And wow, that was... Anyway, I've got to get into the bus, but I've done it and you can do it too. All right, so we're here at a last stop. That's it. No more eco cycling tour. I'm a little disappointed, to be honest with myself, because a few things happened. Like, I couldn't get up the hill. I tried, and then I almost ran into a truck. Don't tell my parents, they'd freak out. But I think it's an experience and it's all good, and I think maybe next time I'll do better. After all, this is like the first time I ride a bike in like a year, so it should be good. Now we're gonna get to bite to eat, and this will be it for the eco cycling tour. Off to lunch.
Yeah, there is a